lovelies, welcome back to my channel. If you're anything like me and if you've ever struggled with setting goals and achieving them, this video is for you. This video is so important and so close to my heart. I didn't want to make a super long video because I know us with ADHD might get a little overwhelmed. So what I did is that I broke it up into two pieces and two parts, and I'm so excited to share both of them with you today. The first part of the video is about a step-by-step process that's going to teach you how to set goals. And the second part, which is part 2, and I'm going to link it in the description below as soon as I make it, it's about teaching you how to achieve them. It is actually a known fact that people with ADHD find it a little bit hard to concentrate, set goals, and follow through with them. But I'm going to tell you a little secret. I ran my own tutoring company from 2016 to 2021, and I dealt with a lot of students who did not have ADHD but struggled with the same thing. So this video is helpful for you whether you have ADHD or not, if you struggle with setting goals and following through with them. If you stick with me through part 1 and part 2, I promise I will teach you how to turn your disadvantages into advantages and achieve any goal that you set for yourself.
3, 2, 1.
Here we go! My name is Sepi. I have ADHD and I've lost over 50 pounds over the past few years, and I've been able to keep it off successfully. My channel is all about healthy, sustainable weight loss. So if that's something you're into, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell button because it does really help my channel grow. Thank you so much, and let's get started with the video. Before I start with the rest of this video, I wanted to acknowledge the fact that we're not always going to be in the right mindset of setting goals, and that's okay. We might be going through a life change, depression, something that we're experiencing for the first time. We need to give ourselves time to heal and maybe get over that phase, and then when we're ready, we can come back to this video and watch it again. I'm assuming if you're watching this video, you're ready to set a goal. If you're not, please don't feel pressured. Pause this video and come back to it later. If you were brought up in a family that taught you how to set goals and achieve them, you are super lucky. Most of us weren't that lucky, so we have to teach ourselves. A lot of people struggle from the same thing. A lot of us don't know how to plan. We don't know how to handle criticism. We sometimes let the opinion of others get to us, and we can't stay consistent with our plans. If you have ADHD and you've watched my other videos, you know that there are 3 things about ADHD that makes it super hard to follow through with goals. Number 1 is that we lack neurotransmitters. A lot of dopamine gets flushed out of our system so quickly, we are always in the search of dopamine. And what else brings a better rush of dopamine than starting a new project or 100? The second thing is executive function deficit. It makes it really hard to stick to tasks. As soon as we get bored with a project, we want to find the next new and exciting project. The third thing is that we are impulsive. When we get a new idea, we act on it right away. This makes us great entrepreneurs, but if something requires proper planning, we might just skip that part and start to action. When we start a big project without planning for it, the chance of failure is pretty high. If we fail, we're going to blame it on ourselves, not the proper planning part, right? So in this video, I'm going to focus on how to properly plan everything so we don't fail, we don't feel the shame, and we feel motivated to achieve anything you want in life. So for this part of the video, you need a pen and paper. We're going to write a bunch of things down. The first thing I want you to write on there is what is the goal that you have and what are the reasons you want to achieve it. For the sake of example and the sake of my channel, I'm going to use the example of losing weight throughout the video, but the principles and the tasks that I'm going to give you throughout the video can be applied to any goal that you might have. Okay, pause this video right now and seriously dig really deep and find out all the reasons that you want to achieve this goal. For example, I want to lose weight because I want to look better, I want to have bigger glutes, and I also want to prove my family wrong because they never believed in me. They always thought I was going to be fat and they never thought I would lose the weight. Now I want to tell you why I don't like the reasons that I just mentioned. They depend on something and someone that could vanish and disappear from our lives. If I pick the reasons behind my goal, jealousy, envy, or to prove somebody wrong, my feeling towards that person could change throughout the next few years and my goal will vanish with them. So I want to make sure I find a stable reason. Similarly, if I base it on a physical attribute, by next year my opinion might change. I might turn to love my glutes the way it is, which is, I hope everybody loves their body the way it is. So then you will stop exercising or trying to lose weight. Therefore, you need a more solid reason. If you dig deeper and find better reasons like staying healthy, being able to play with my children in the park, be able to take the stairs, or maybe age gracefully, these are all really solid reasons that will last with you and will motivate you through time, and they will remain your core values. As a side note, I wanted to remind you guys that not all the goals that you set for yourselves is going to be visible to others and measured by other people's standards. Some of the most fulfilling achievements that we make throughout our lives is only visible to us. Okay. For example, how we polish our character, how we give without expectations, how we experience a lot of peace within ourselves without isolating from others. And if you're watching this video and you're trying to set a goal for yourself, I pray with all of my heart that all of the goals that you set for yourself have a great value in your heart and it doesn't really rely on other people's opinion and expectations. If you're anything like I was in my 20s and you can't find reasons for motivation aside from hate, jealousy, envy, or proving other people wrong, make sure you take the time, talk to a therapist, talk to a friend, and heal before you start your journey, because it makes it a lot easier if you're putting all of your energy on yourself and the good reasons that are going to stay with you and make you happy than focusing on the hate. Again, do whatever that works for you, but I feel like now that I'm focusing more on myself and I don't really let the opinion of others get to me, I'm a lot more productive and especially happier deep inside every day that I wake up. So I hope to God that you guys find the good reasons to continue with your journey. That was just my advice. You don't have to take it. So on the second part of the video, we're gonna focus on if your goal is actually realistic, like can you become a pilot? Can you lose over 70 pounds? Can you get the Guinness World Record? Absolutely yes, I'm totally kidding. That's not what we're going to focus on. I'm telling you that if your heart tells you that you can do something, you definitely can. The trick is to break that main goal into sub goals, and I will teach you how to do that right now. So if my goal is working out, I'm going to break that into a few sub goals, such as start working out every day, stop ordering food, start cooking at home, cut sugar, go for walks. This list is very common amongst most people, but us with ADHD might have a slightly different list, which consists of work on my relationships, wake up early, meditate, go to social events, visit families, plus everything else that I mentioned above. The good news is that people with ADHD dream big. They have all of these big goals. They don't really see their limitations, where a lot of people might actually dwell on their limitations. So this is our superpower, but this can cause us bite more than we can actually chew. It is so easy to watch all of these lifestyle videos of all these pretty girls that are doing everything right, the morning routine, the night routine, and we want to make our life perfect like them, but you have to realize that they didn't get there overnight. They've been doing this and adding stuff to their routine little by little over the past few years. You haven't seen the process, you're looking at the result. So we have to take our time and be smart about it. If you're not smart, like I wasn't when I was in my 20s, you're gonna start all of these projects all at once thinking that you have this superpower and you can do all of it together. And as expected, if you can't achieve some of those goals, you will feel the shame of not being able to achieve it. You will blame yourself, not the process. And if you keep doing this over and over again and you keep failing at it, the feeling of shame and the feeling of failure will start building up and becomes a belief that you can't do it. So if you are trying to lose weight and you keep failing at it over and over again because you didn't follow the right plan or you didn't listen to my advice on my YouTube channel and you started everything at once, you will keep failing at it. And this becomes a belief that you can't lose weight. So in your head, every time you want to start a diet, you'll be like, okay, you know what, after a certain age, you're going to be like, I can't do it, this is me. I'm just going to accept the way I am and I'm going to deal with the consequences. This is not what I want for you. I want you guys to be smart and do the following. So I will summarize everything for a shorter term goal. For example, my goals for the next month, I'm going to list it as I will work out 2 times a week instead of every single day, because if you've seen my videos here, I talk about that we can't turn into athletes overnight. We need to start building the habit little by little. So we're not going to start working every single day. We're going to do it twice a week. In order for me to lose weight, I need to start cooking, but I'm not going to focus on that right now because it will require 4 to 5 hours of my day and I don't know how to budget for that at the moment. So what I'll do, I'll focus on my current diet. I'm going to start cleaning it up. I'm going to start cutting sugar and I'm going to focus on cutting bread, for example. So those are going to be my 2 short-term goals for the next month. I'm going to quit sugar and stop eating bread. And since two of my goals are to improve my friendships and relationships with people and also go for walks, so why can't I go for walks with my friends? This improves our relationship, it's a healthy plan, and I'm sure my friends will appreciate it as well. So for the next part of this video, I want to give you a task. You have to complete it by next week. I'm not there to check, but give yourself a short-term goal. So by next week, you want to have a vision board. In the middle of your vision board, you want to put your role model. We've talked about that in this video, how important it is to have a role model and someone you look up to, someone who's achieved your goals already. You want to print their picture and put it in the middle of your vision board. Now, it could be a few other people, it could be 1 or 2 people, 3 people. Make sure you take their picture and put it in the middle of your vision board. This vision board, it will help ground you. It will remind you every single day of what you're working towards. Your goals that you're doing this month may look very, very small, but your future goal is going to be always in front of you, so you know what you're focusing on and you're taking your time to get there. Let me know in the comments below if you ever made a vision board before, or you are planning to make one. What are you planning to put on it and what's exciting about it? Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. Stay tuned for part 2. I will leave a link in the description below. Thank you for following, subscribing, and watching my videos. It makes me very motivated and happy to see you guys subscribe to my channel every single day. I'm so grateful for you, all of you. Thank you so much for watching. See you guys in the next video. Bye bye.